Well, hello everybody and good morning. Welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons video. It is Monday, February 8th, 5:42 a.m. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day and a wonderful start to your week so far. As you can see, it's raining here on Chillin'. It's raining and the music is nice, so I figured I'd go ahead and take some time this morning to record a video of some more island designing. As you can see by the map, which I'm going to go ahead and show you here really quick, there's been a lot of changes to the I don't know if I should call this like the shopping aisle of of the island or what have you. I'm not quite sure exactly what this is supposed to be called, but as you can see, we've done a lot of work with the pathing for this particular section of the island, and I'm going to show you that right now, and then I'll kind of show you exactly what I've been working on over the last couple of days, more so yesterday than anything. But we've been doing a lot of the work on this island on stream over on Twitch, so if you're not already following me on Twitch and you'd like to keep up with the island design process, or even stop by and maybe give some inputs as to what you think would be good to go in certain places, twitch.tv/RyanFTW. Come on and hang out with us. It's a fun time. We'd love to have you on there, and we'd love to hang out as we design this island from the ground up, as we've been from the very beginning. But so one of the bigger changes is primarily just, well, actually, everything on this right side, if you are only keeping up with the YouTube videos, is really the biggest change that has been happening on this section of the island. We kind of had this section worked on a little bit in the last video, but as you can see here, we now have a little dog park. I did visit the ColourPop island recently, and they had a wonderful, fun little dog park there, so I definitely took a lot of inspiration from that island to make something of my own. And I've seen dog parks before, but with my Northern Hemisphere island designed the way that it is, there wasn't really a place for it, but now there is on a new island, and now we have a dog park. Keep going around, and I think I'm like obsessed with the idea of plazas. I think, like, I don't know, I know a lot of people use core at the end of island themes to describe how their island is. If I build one more plaza, you might as well go ahead and say that my island is Plaza Core, because I am just building them nonstop. So we have that going on over here next to Nook's Cranny. I finally figured out that this is the location of Nook's Cranny that I wanted it to be in. I still haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do right here. I think I might just put either some seating down. I know a lot of people tend to use a little section as a parking area for Timmy and Tommy. They put out tricycles, and they make it look like that's where they park whenever they start their day. So we'll figure it out. But for now, I know that this is where I wanted it to be. And then, of course, we have the bridge on the right-hand side of this section going up here. And I don't really know exactly what I'm going to be putting up here. It's kind of an awkward spot, unfortunately. With the no terraforming, there's only two places really that I can put an incline. And it's right here and right here. Or not even right here. It has to be more or less right here because of the fact that, you don't really want to block off this section to walk through. So I'm not quite sure where an incline is going to go. There is a good chance that, we may not put an incline here at all. But regardless, we're going to go ahead and keep filling out this section here. And yeah, so Island Designer app. We're going to keep on working on this. And I do need to put some more trees out here for this second plaza. And I'm not quite sure exactly what I'm going to be doing to fill out this top portion here. I try to make it as symmetrical as possible. As you can see, if I were to give you more of a top-down view of what we're working with here, you can see that I try to make it as symmetrical as possible. It doesn't look like that happened, though. It looks like something messed up right around here. It looks like I pushed this one way too far up. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this down while I continue talking. Not quite sure what I'm going to continue talking about, but I'll figure it out. That's kind of how the series was born, and that's kind of how we're going to keep on doing it. Speaking of the ColourPop Island, I was able to acquire the ColourPop full set, the Animal Crossing makeup set for my wife and I. One of our recent subathons, actually our only subathon that we've done, one of the subathon incentive goals was for me to do a makeup stream. My wife was going to come on stream which she's been on before, and she was going to do my makeup. And it felt like appropriate timing, and it felt appropriate enough for us to say, hey, what if we wait until the ColourPop stuff comes out and see if we can get a hold of it? Which we figured may as well been near impossible, because nowadays when there's releases like that, you know, people with bots can come by and snatch them up real quick, and it doesn't make for a good time for those who are trying to get them naturally. But either way, I did my best and I was able to acquire them. So actually this upcoming Saturday, she's going to be on stream doing my makeup, and I'll be doing the entire stream that way. So yeah, I think that's going to be a super fun stream. We've been doing a lot of fun streams because of the subathons, but this one is going to be quite interesting. I mean, I'm excited to see what she's able to pull off with what they gave us. I am in no way, shape, or form familiar with makeup in any way. So, you know, she unboxed it, she looked at everything, and I just kind of sat there and I was like, "Yep, that's makeup." Regardless, I'm excited though. Now, I am going to go ahead and finish this off here, but if you'll notice, symmetrically speaking, this immediately becomes not symmetrical. The reason being, we're not going to be filling out this other section here with this brick pattern. I certainly could. Now that I think about it, I can just keep it going to maybe outside here. That way, the more that I fill this in, the less bothered by the non-symmetry that we have. But I think what I'm going to do is I'd rather go ahead and work backwards now. In the very beginning, honestly, I was a bit kind of nervous to do this full brick pathing down even a little bit. Because if I had in any way, shape, or form decided that this was not going to be a good idea, I was screwed. There was no way I was going to come back from this. So yeah, but overall, everything has been looking quite nice. I'm really enjoying how everything is turning out. And so I think, like I said before in previous videos, for this main section of the island, I'm simply going to keep it everything like this on this first part, or this main part of the island. And then as we expand out further to things like the museum and to the neighborhoods, the pathing is going to change significantly. I did get asked on stream recently how I was going to do the transitions from one area to the next. And quite simply, the only thing I can think of doing is to just cut it off at the source. What I mean by that is, for example, when I go across this bridge, instead of having it go into more brick pathing, and then try and maneuver that into a stone pathing, quite simply, I am just going to cut it off right here. And if I want to do stone pathing instead, I'm going to start stone pathing here at the brick bridge. The brick bridge was more or less just a convenience for the initial iteration of this design. It was really nothing more, nothing less. So with the fact that it's not going to be entirely, you know, like I said, brick all the way through, there really is no way that I can think of doing this otherwise. So, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to round out everything here. I don't like these jagged edges, but of course we can easily cover that up by adding some fencing or some furniture there. Lately, I've been really into making these 3x3 plots of dirt and then placing a tree dead in the center of it. I know that it feels like kind of a cop-out, honestly, to do something like that. It feels like a little bit of, not necessarily cheating, but it almost feels like, you know, what am I supposed to put there? I have no idea. Oh, we'll just put a tree there. But you know what? It's I think that's totally fine. I always say this over and over again, but it's your island. Do with it how you feel or what you please. And if making 3x3 plots of dirt is what you want to do to fill out plots of your island, then by all means, go ahead and do it. Let's see. If I want to make this symmetrical again, I'm going to have to put a tree here, a tree here. Oops. Which I think I have in my inventory. I do. A couple of pear trees. I will say I did make a bit of a mistake by not removing, or not, more or less planting trees that didn't have pears on them, because now I'm kind of stuck in this weird position where half the trees on this main section are going to have pears and the other half aren't, which I guess I'm not going to be bothered by it so much so that it's like I just want to like tear everything down, but was something that I probably should have seen beforehand. So this is in my opinion, this is kind of awkward. I don't really like how this looks completely. I do kind of, if anything, maybe just want to fill this back in. This used to be connected, and then I disconnected it so that I can make a walkway that goes from this bench to this main walking section here. But maybe it's just because of the fact that like this isn't how I would like it to be either. Maybe it's because it's not symmetrical is the reason that it's doing that. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove this pathing really quick and let us do that. And then everything I've been doing so far has been under a 2-tile wide walking area. So for 2 tiles, it's about here and here, which means that this would be where it ends if this is where I wanted it to end, right about there. Yep, that's exactly 2 tiles. Perfect. Okay, so how do we feel about that now? Well, that's not looking too bad, except we don't get this plaza feel anymore, I feel like, which I guess is okay. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it doesn't even have to be a plaza. Who knows? Maybe I could just like come up here and turn this into a park area, you know? We don't have to commit to anything totally just quite yet, but I could totally see blocking off with iron fences here and here, and adding, one of the jungle gyms or even a sandcastle. We'll leave this area for the tree no matter what, but, the more I describe it like that, the more that's actually sounding like not a bad idea. I love designing in the rain. I think 5 a.m. was one of the only few songs where the tone and the beat, or the overall musical chimes that happen every now and again, it doesn't actually include that. I know that whenever we get to 6 a.m. and 7 a.m., they tend to include an extra chime in there during the rain to add to the aesthetic. But I'm so glad that they didn't touch the 5 a.m. music for that one. I made it a joke on stream before, but the 5 a.m. music is, I guess, more or less the unofficial theme song for this channel, both on Twitch and on YouTube, which I think is just great. Here's a tricycle. We're going to go and grab the tricycle just in case, and I'll double check and make sure maybe that isn't where I want to go with it, and maybe it is. I know that with the vending machines outside of Nook's Cranny, a lot of people tend to defaulting to just adding seating areas and things of that nature, so I can certainly do that as well. I don't think I have any in my inventory currently. I'm gonna grab this bird bath though. I have a feeling a bird bath could come in handy within the next few minutes here. Can't really see anything else I would like to use. I do like that the Festivale items can be used kind of more or less universally rather than just the one day. If I'm being honest, I can't remember what I came here for. I know I was supposed to put a tree there. Oh well. And without me having a tree, I know one thing I need to do for certain is to get some fruit. And pick up a tree. I don't think this is a pear tree, but we're going to use it anyway. Man, I forgot how amazing the trees look with the rainfall on them. The little light reflections and stuff off the trees with the... Yeah. Oh, man, that's a low battery. That's okay. How long have we been recording now? Not too long. Maybe we'll go until the controller dies. I think this way might be a little bit faster. I'm already kind of losing track of how to maneuver my island without pathing, but that's okay. That reminds me, I need to order more street lamps. I forgot label is here. Okay. So, tree. Hardwood tree. Perfect, not a pear tree. Oh. The basics of Animal Crossing. I'm forgetting them. Okay, and then let's round this out like we have been. I try to make everything pretty much as universal as possible, so if these dirt paths are going to be rounded off on other areas of the island, this one needs to be you know, marked off as well. I just love the sound of the rain against Nook's cranny as well. Nice. Okay. Well, I'm just going to put a tricycle out here. I'm not going to remove the pathing currently just to see kind of more or less the area it's going to take up. So I would put one tricycle here. I would outline, you know, a parking area, and then I would put another tricycle down there. And I know you can, I think you can either customize them or you have to buy them customized. I can't quite remember. I'll leave it there for now. I'll see how I feel about it. So, see, now I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have to, for the sake of this, so there's going to be a space there, and it goes 1, 2, 3. Put a tree here. It's going to be kind of awkward. There's not going to be a lot of walking room between that tree and there, so, The only other thing I can think of then is to do something like put a stall there. And I don't like these big empty areas here. I'm not quite sure what exactly I'll be putting there. I think if anything, I could also do things like put down, what's it called? Like the cotton candy machines and things like that. But for now, I think we're going to go ahead and leave it. And then I just want to, and this is, you know, one of those problems I was talking about earlier, placing all the pathing down and then having to remove them again. But I'm totally fine with that. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Let's see. So it's going to go at least to right about here. So yeah, the idea would be to bring this out, and then I would put some fencing up, maybe like the blue iron fence, and then we would fill the rest in. Let me see. Actually, I should probably put this out like that. There we go. And I can fill this out and keep going this way. There we go. Okay, so if we start removing this now, essentially. Oh, it sounds like it's top of the hour anyway. That's okay, we'll just keep on working. I get asked all the time as well, what is my town tune? You know, it sounds familiar. What is that? If it sounds familiar, that might be a placebo effect. Or maybe it's not. Maybe they have done something. That's actually the default town tune for this island. I don't know if they have like a catalog of default town tunes or if everybody starts off with the same town tune, but I haven't changed it one bit, which I probably should, even just one single note to get the Nook Miles for it. But yeah, if you're wondering what the town tune is, because maybe you've heard it before, or you're wondering what it is for curiosity's sake, it's actually nothing. But I do need to change it. And the more that I reveal this, the more that I'm inclined to just say that maybe this is where we put a ton of trees. I'm not saying necessarily like a fruit orchard, because I don't think, honestly, I don't think I'll have a fruit orchard on my island ever again. A fruit orchard takes up so much space, kind of unnecessarily in my eyes, especially now. In the very beginning, it was totally fine. In the beginning, having a fruit orchard made sense because of the fact that we all needed money, and it made sense. Now, you know, we've all been playing this game for quite some time. The desire for money is really non-existent because of how easy it is to come by nowadays with turnips and the fact that we've all been playing it for quite some time. But if you're new to the game, you know, wouldn't be the worst thing, I guess. Okay, so if I did this, I actually wouldn't want to bring it out like this. If I made a park area, I would want it to... I would want this to go out like this. That way the tree can be kind of its own isolated thing. Because right now it's kind of awkward. It's really awkward to have the tree kind of in the spot that it's in while having a 2-tile wide 2 tile wide kind of area here. So I'm going to just block this off. Okay, and even though that looks really awkward with this here, I guess we can just at least finish it off. Okay, and then, like I said, maybe we can put a park there or something. I'm not quite sure. If anything, it's starting to look like maybe this is where the dog park should have been, but that's okay. I do like the designated dog park area that we've built. So entirely, if I'm being honest, I'm not quite sure how I feel about this whole section. It's definitely going to be something to be worked on. I know I need some more potted plants in order to fill out all these areas as well, and maybe even more street lights. I can totally see a street light happening right over here. I think I have some. Yeah, let's just place it down and see what it looks like. Or, you know what? Not right here. More or less, like, right here in the corner. For consistency's sake, I should probably place it on the brick pathing, but I do want to fill out as much of this area as possible, and right there actually seems to be pretty good. The only thing that bothers me now is the fact that it's not symmetrical. I mean, it's the only street lamp that's in this area. And for consistency purposes, I'm just going to place it on the brick. Okay. I think that will have to do for now, at least in this area, and then I'm not quite sure exactly what we're going to be doing with Timmy and Tommy's tricycles, if that's even going to be a thing. But I also can't remember if this Able Sisters section was completed during the most recent video. We did a lot of stalls. People suggested that I put out some custom design merch, which is actually real life merch that you can get. They put it out here in the Able Sisters store, and I have seen some of our villagers walking around with the merch as well, which I think is absolutely hilarious and amazing. And then this stall currently is empty, but yeah, with the designs being the way that it is, you know, there's definitely a thought of it being like a shopping district. We have a little cafe here. I found this in the recycling bin, if you can believe it. Absolutely insane, and now I can catalog it, which is crazy. I was just going through the recycling bin, cardboard box, and then I found that, and that's insane. I missed the beginning of the game, honestly, when that kind of stuff was. I'm not saying it's not super exciting anymore, but to come across those is definitely always exciting. Let's see here. There's a balloon here somewhere. What I will say, though, is we've done quite a bit of talking. We've done quite a bit of designing on this, I guess, second plaza. I'll go ahead and leave it at that for now. I'm going to find a nice place to, I guess, just plop down and sit. You know what? I'll sit here in the dog park. Perfect. Okay. Actually, you know what? I ended the video here last time like this. I'm going to do it again. Where is it? Bam. There we go. Dancing in the dog park. But I think that'll go ahead and do it. It's just a nice little, you know, designing video this wonderful rainy morning here on the Southern Hemisphere Island. If you are new to the channel and want to keep up with the designing of this island, by all means, feel free to subscribe and turn notifications on to get notified when those fresh uploads are up on YouTube. I know YouTube doesn't do a good job of recommending videos sometimes, even to notifications or even to subscribers, but if you have notifications on, it definitely helps. So if you're new here and want to keep up with it, by all means, feel free to subscribe. Much appreciated. And if you want to keep up with this process live, as I mentioned before, we do stream the process over on Twitch every now and again in between Stardew Valley playthroughs. Twitch.tv/RyanFTW, link also in the description, along with all of my other socials, Twitter, Instagram, and our Discord, all that good stuff. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like. I appreciate it very much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning or whenever you decide to watch this video. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And until next time, y'all have been amazing. Thank you once again. Bye now.